Hello everyone, and welcome to the Save Point. Save Point is a podcast that wants to bring Bible-based reviews on video games. We will be judging on two main criteria, the quality of the game and the content of the game. Both will be scored on a scale of 1 to 5. Today's game we will be looking at is Ravenfield. Ravenfield is still in early access. It is a large-scale battle shooter. Ravenfield plays like a large multiplayer game, but it's single-player. That's right, single-player. It uses bots to create battles with very large player counts off of Wi-Fi. In Ravenfield, there are two teams, Eagle and Raven. Eagle team is blue, and Raven team is red. The player will always be set to play for Eagle on default. In Ravenfield, there are two major game modes, Conquest and Instant Action. Conquest is a mix of FPS and Risk. You start at the map, and you choose where to move pawns to the different sectors in order to secure gold or research. When you go to a sector that is occupied by an enemy, there is a battle. The amount of reserves you have depends on the amount of pieces you have, whether you are moving onto or defending a square. You also have research that you can do at a separate stand from the board. The research can get you more guns and vehicles, along with different grenades and other helpful items. The game is over when one of the teams is in control of the entire board. The other primary game mode in Ravenfield is called Instant Action. Inside of it, there are several different controls, so you can determine what kind of match you want to play. There are 14 total maps that you can choose from. There are also 6 game modes inside of Instant Action. You can edit the length of these modes by setting the game to short, normal, long, or epic. Battle is the most common game mode, where both sides have a total of 3 battalions. The side that runs out of men first loses. Next up, in Spec Ops, you have a series of missions to complete. The series of missions is different for each map. You and 3 bots have to sneak around and combat enemy patrols. The length modifier does act as a difficulty modifier, where there will be more challenges when you choose a longer setting. Next up is Domination. In Domination, there are 3 sites that you need to secure. If you secure the majority of those points, the enemy loses a battalion. The points then move back to a more favorable position for the loser. This continues till one side loses all of their battalions. Skirmish is the next game mode, and in it, it plays like a battle, but if you die, you become one of the other bots instead of respawning. When there are no more bots on one side, a paradrop comes in and a new batch falls out of the sky. This happens until a side has no more paradrops. In Point Match, you score points for each kill. The kill is supplemented by the amount of flags a team owns. The first to a certain point threshold wins. The point threshold is changed by the length you choose. The last of the instant action game modes is Haunted. It's not actually haunted. Haunted is a Halloween game mode where you have to shoot skeletons at different points around a map. Between waves, you slowly upgrade your weapons. The number of waves depends on the length setting. The newest and most incomplete addition are the scripted missions. At the moment, there is only one half-finished mission available. It has a lot of potential, but it's not done yet, so I won't be saying too much. Now, where Ravenfield shines, and is most known for, is the extremely large modding community. Ravenfield has thousands of mods on its modding workshop. If there's something you want to play, there's probably a mod for it. Now, on to the rating. For quality, Ravenfield is a solid game with a large amount of content. The systems are solid and easy to learn. On the flip side, it is incomplete. The story missions and conquest are lacking. The game can also be quite buggy, but it's not game-breaking. Overall, for quality, I give it a 3 out of 5. Now, for content, Ravenfield is a game that allows you to do a lot of customization. There is also a lot of content without going to any of the mods. On the downside, it is an FPS and the goal is to kill as many enemies as possible. There is a Halloween game mode with skeletons that you have to kill, so if that is something you really want to stay away from, then this might not be the game for you. And a good amount of the content is incomplete, unfortunately. Overall, for content, I give this a 2 out of 5. That brings the overall rating to 2.5 out of 5. The game is $15 when it is not on sale. On other notes, the mods for this game have varied quality, and some can be quite bad. Viewer discretion is advised. Now, for my personal thoughts, I really do enjoy this game. I have many fun memories playing with different mods. The mods really do add a lot to the game, but going through all the game modes was very fun while researching this episode. This game was one of the first FPSs that I really took the time and played, so it does have another really near and dear spot in my heart. Well, that about sums up this episode of The Save Point. I hope you all have enjoyed this episode and found its contents helpful. The Discord link is in the description. Thank you all for listening, and may the Lord bless you and give you peace.